I'm Christy. So, yeah, I got way too excited on my first take, so this is my second one. Sorry about that. What we have here is a project from a friend. It's a lawnmower. And I'm gonna nickname it Tipsy. Over here, and it's the brake for the recoil and all that. And its deal is it would only run whenever it's leaned back. And then when you make it flat again, it stops running. So there's a lot of things that could cause that. Just off the top of my head, if you have the older style tanks that have a little, let me see if I can find something like that. Like this little guy right here. See this little thing right here? It's actually a little tiny aerator. I don't know if you can actually see it there. Grab it up. There we go. Like that. And my theory is the fuel line had moved enough to cause that to go above the fuel level. And that's what would cause that on models that have that style. Another possibility, I guess, could be the brake is like malfunctioning, or they're letting go of it. Could have been something wrong with the carburetor. You know, still could, I don't know. But as I'm going through this, looking at it, Bolens brand, 500E, 140cc, 21-inch cutting width. It has a Briggs & Stratton motor in it. You can tell by that sign right there. Over here it has some more specific details. On the side little gas tank here. And it even has some interesting Bolens information over here. So you can try to amplify a little bit. Looks like it was sold at Lowe's. I'm not sponsored by any of these guys. But it just started this erratic action and no one knew why. I'll be right back. There we go. Starting up with some more light in the situation. You can see this thing down here is definitely leaking, which isn't uncommon. The ceiling here is kind of funny. Our filter was actually turned around in here. The critter's still there. Whatever that is. If you look down there, I was wondering about the inside of that pipe, but I think that's just paint that's scraped off on the inside. There's our friend again. Sorry to disturb you in your little home, silverfish or whatever you are. I'll go on right back in there. For now, we may evict you later. Alright, so I was checking that out. And it's got a really big muffler over here. And oh, weird tie off. I don't know why they did that, but sure. And this big muffler. Scale, here's the size of my hand. This thing is huge. And we'll go ahead and continue the tour. Back here you can see all the fun warning labels, and the oil is just caked all the way around this thing. We checked the oil level and it's good. So the next piece puzzle was to check our fuel. Take a careful walk. That's definitely fresh fuel. If you look down in here, you see those little sparklies on that thing? I'll go ahead and slow the video down in a minute. I'm gonna zoom in on that part, and I'm gonna shake the mower, hopefully, without disturbing you guys and your focus. See if that moves any. Maybe a little bit, not a lot. But I did notice all the particles back there. Let's lean this back and try to follow you. Okay. We're at a pretty big incline now. A lot of that stuff's still there. My theory is whenever this thing leans back, it'll clear some of that out and allow it to actually run. I'm not seeing a whole lot of it move. I'm gonna zoom back out because it sounds weird, the shadows out. So yeah, that's my current working theory. Because I've never seen a lot of thing at the bottom like that. And it's recessed down a little bit. We're gonna check that out, but first we're gonna do a verification of what they say the problem was. Take it outside. We'll do a compression test in the front, see the general health of the engine. Then I'm gonna try the tipsy run. You can see right here, this is the bottom of it, where that little, I'm guessing a filter, I'm not sure. Pipe goes off and into the carburetor back there. So I'm thinking we're gonna have to clean the tank out, try to clean that filter out. And we may take the carburetor off and make sure there's nothing up in the diaphragm or any of the other passages. Look how caked that is. You can't even tell what's on the carburetor right now. Let's see. Yeah. Just a quick wipe with my finger. It's crazy. All right. It looks like a giant bowl on the bottom of it. Alright, but yeah, that's the game plan for now. I'm gonna take it, run it, verify that it runs when it leans, and it does it when it's on, flat. And then we're gonna take it back in here, clean that tank out, clean that filter out on the bottom of it. I assume that's what that is. And I'm probably gonna take the carburetor off just to check out the different passages in it and make sure it's all clean and clear. Put that back on. Then we'll take it out and verify that it runs right or not. If it does, I'm probably gonna go back and take the muffler off, because with the muffler off, you can actually see the piston. And when the piston's at top dead center, you can see whether or not, even before then, you can see whether or not there's like streaks and various parts of the cylinder that's been scored, or the piston itself on the side. Make sure there's no real heavy damage, and if there is, we'll have to decide where to go from there. But I also plan to take this leaking thing off after I assess that and clean this up a bit. I'm gonna clean the whole thing, but I'm gonna clean this up a bit. I'm gonna check the gap on our valves, make sure they're within tolerance, tighten or loosen as need to be. Then we're going to clean up if there even is one right now, a gasket on it, and then reseal it back so that hopefully we can stop that leak from going all over the place. Then we'll finish cleaning up, and I might treat this plastic with some plastic restore, we'll see. And if I can get a hold of some, I plan to help that noise a little bit. There's a WD-40 right in there, or some oil right there, Right there would probably help more than anything. I'd like to add some graphite down in here to make sure that runs smoothly. And just as a preliminary quick test, I'm gonna lean on this thing right here. That turns really, really easily. Yeah, I don't know how much compression we actually have, but we'll check it. All right, so that is my observations and intro and my hypothesis. But we'll take care of more of that tomorrow. Thanks, bye.